In this video, I'm gonna take you on a live sales call for my AI automation agency where I pitch a $1,500 AI lead nurturing system to this potential client, as well as you're gonna see what my exact offer is and how I actually position it on my calls. You're gonna see me going through a demo and how I actually pitch this thing to a potential client. So make sure you follow along to the end of this video to see if I actually close this client. So as always, if you're new to this YouTube channel, my name is Brock Mesarich. I'm an AI entrepreneur and I'm documenting my AI automation agency journey on this YouTube channel for you guys. So if you are somebody that is looking to actually build an AI agency and make money with the new AI tech coming out, this channel is for you because I test out all these new products that come out. I show you the different ways I try to make money with my agency. So make sure you are following along so you can see more sales call videos just like this. I made this channel because, like a lot of other people, I'm sick of seeing online gurus that are talking about how to make millions of dollars and how to do this so you could become rich. So I wanted to create this YouTube channel as a real and a transparent source to be able to see me testing out this new business model, which is an AI automation agency, and seeing if it actually works and trying things out and just being completely open and honest. And that's what this channel is for. So if you want to follow along with somebody that is creating content like that, this channel is going to be for you. All right, so let's get right into this video. So I'm going to take you over this sales call that I had earlier this week with a potential client. I pitched him on a $1,500 AI system that is going to be integrated in his GoHighLevel. So let's give you a bit of a recap of who this client is and what he's looking to talk about on this call. So he is looking for a way to be able to nurture his leads since he is a realtor, to be able to kind of build trust with his leads, and he wants to be able to automate this with AI. And so he's used GoHighLevel and he's tried GoHighLevel's conversational AI, which is their native AI that's integrated within their software. And he hasn't had any luck with it, and he's looking for a different way, a better way to actually create an AI system like this. That is one thing we're gonna talk about on this call. Something that's kind of unique about this client and this call is he is also looking for a way to be able to sell these AI solutions to other businesses. But since he is an existing realtor and has friends and knows people in the industry, he wants to be able to build this system out for him. And then once it works for him, go to other realtors and sell to other realtors. So not only are we going to talk about how I could integrate and create the system for him, but we're also going to be talking about how he could then go ahead and sell these same solutions to other realtors. So now that you guys have some background on who this client is and what we're going to discuss on this call, let's go ahead and I'm going to show you the live sales call in the next clip here. Vaughn, how's it going, man? It's nice to meet you.
You too, man. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I can't complain. How are you?
Pretty good. You have to excuse me. I had a tooth pulled today, so I'm like half drooling. So sorry about that.
You're all good. Yeah, I'm excited to kind of hear about kind of what you're looking for and how I could help you, whether it's like, helping you and you as a, sounds like you're a realtor. So if I could help you in that regard, as well as, help teach you how you could actually build out these systems yourself to, sell to either your existing clients or, different clients for your agency. I'm excited to see kind of what we could do for you.
Yeah, I was curious to know, have you worked with any realtors yet, or do you have any idea about anything? I didn't want to tell you stuff you already know.
No, I have not personally worked with any, at least for, the AI stuff, for realtors.
Real estate's like a funny thing. Have you bought a house before?
I have not, no.
Okay. So as you can imagine, purchasing a home is a big deal.
Yeah.
So a lot of where I'm coming from is I want to create a funnel or multiple funnels that make it very easy for people to say yes.
Yeah.
And the only thing they're saying yes to is being educated to potentially do business with me. So they have to know you have to know your realtor, you have to like them, you got to trust them. So if I'm giving nuggets and tidbits of information that make them feel good about working with me,
yeah,
the easier it is for me to ask. So an example of a funnel that I'm putting together is first-time home seller. They bought a home before, they never sold one. And I always say that no one really knows what a realtor does until they sell their house for the first time. So if I can help educate them on, especially in the market, everybody knows, even people who don't have a house knows that it's a hot market right now.
Right.
How to navigate the market is something that people have no clue about. So as an educator, as a realtor, consultant, I just want to build funnels that allow them to engage with my lead magnets, VSLs, so that way I can start building a relationship with them, because I have a YouTube channel and people on my channel watch my videos, and as you know, when people call you on a YouTube channel, they're like, "You're my hero. Like, let's work
Yeah.
together." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I want to do that in my local area. I can do it from other places, but I want to do it right here in town. So long story short, when a lead comes in and they get my checklist, things you need to know before you sell,
Right.
and I put a video ad out there, they click to download it. I want to use AI to help them book an appointment to talk with me.
Yeah.
So just for a conversation. They may not be ready at that point, but at least I have their contact info. They're watching my stuff, and I'm building that relationship up for a later date. And that's really all
Yeah.
it is.
Right. So let me ask you a question. Are you looking for like a system where we could capture leads for you, or do you want to deploy like this AI conversation to already like existing leads? Like say they opt into your funnel and then we send them down this path to conversate with this AI system, or do you want it to where we can actually extract this lead information via this AI? Does that make sense? Like, because
So
there's multiple routes we could go. Because obviously we could have it. I know you said you want it integrated with like SMS text messages, so they're texting back and forth. But even if you have like a Facebook page or an Instagram or something, we could always add this AI system that we build out behind one of those communication channels, and then we could extract lead information and send that to your GoHighLevel. So then we not only conversate with the leads, but we capture these leads. So there's multiple ways we could go about it. So I just want to hear a little bit more about exactly what you're looking for.
yeah, I guess it'd be twofold, but what I'm looking to do is have my system set up, and then eventually, because I'm a real estate agent, show other real estate agents how to build out the bots and everything.
Yeah, right.
So that's why I sent you my GoHighLevel, so you can see what I have been doing in the background to learn how to do it, because eventually I don't want to be a real estate agent anymore.
Yeah, for sure. I 100% get it.
You know what I'm
Um,
saying? I kind of want to sit where you're sitting 2-3 years from now.
Yeah, no, I 100% get it. And there's no better way to dive into it and delve into it rather than being in the shoes of the person that, you're in the shoes of the person you're going to be targeting.
Yeah.
So if we get something up and running that's working for you, then you just go to other realtors and say, hey, this is what I've been doing. I use AI. I don't even have to really nurture these leads. And it's been, working wonders for me. Let's talk about how I could do it for you. So, I mean, I feel like you're in a perfect position to be able to do that.
What do you have that works on both of those?
Yeah, for sure. So I saw how you mentioned that you're using GoHighLevel conversational AI. That is something where it's not good enough yet.
I heard it's not that good yet. And
It's not that
I've tried
good.
it, it's not that good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually use a software, and I could show you exactly what kind of I could build out for you. And I could show you how we could actually extract different custom fields via the conversation. So we could even, like, when somebody's chatting with this thing, we could just ask like all those questions like, oh, what's your motivation for wanting to sell this house? What is the ideal time frame for when you want to move, when you want to sell the house? All that, we could actually scrape that information and send it to your GoHighLevel and add that as a custom field. So the AI just extracts all this information for you, and then we could see it all in one place, which would be inside of the software I'm going to show you, as well as that information would be sent to GoHighLevel. And like that's something you can't do on conversational AI. And the conversational AI, even just like speaking with it, it's not nearly as good as these other
Yeah,
kind of
it's not that great.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of what I want to show you.
Sure.
So if you want, I could I'll share my screen here, and you could see kind of what I'm talking about.
All right.
And I built a little, like, I have a little demo built out for you. I don't know if you played with it yet. It's nothing.
Yeah, I did mess around with it.
Yeah, it's nothing too great yet, but it's just a perfect stepping stone to be able to show you, what we'd be able to do. So first of all, I want to come in here and I want to so obviously there's two ways we need to talk about this, because this is something that you would personally have. You would be able to see all this information for you, being somebody that's utilizing this AI system. But if you were going to sell this to your, to people, and you wanted to be like that AI expert or whatever, and kind of do what I do, you could actually build out a dashboard like this for your clients and give them access to this. So
I see.
let's just focus on like you, for, for you being a realtor. So this is like a little example here. Let's just play with it. So like, hi, how could I help you? And then mind you, this would be behind the different communication channels within GoHighLevel. So this would be behind your, text messages. So when somebody texts you, they're sent down a workflow and then it, messages back and forth, or via Facebook Messenger or whatever your communication channel is. So this is just how the interface of it now as we program it. But let's just ask like, hey, I was wanting to sell my home. And this is basically just kind of using the prompt that you gave me. So, hi there, this is Trisha.
Okay, yep.
Are you interested in moving this year? Yes, I am. I'm excited to show you after this conversation goes all the information that's collected, because that's where this thing gets really cool and interesting. So awesome. Yes. So yes, we could start. So what would your ideal scenario for your next move be? I want to sell my home for 1.2 million and move to the Bahamas. So there we go. Now what's your reason for moving? I don't like my neighbors. So obviously it's working the way down. It's just very prompted. So it's just, it's not super creative. It's more so just like the exact questions you wanted it to ask based on your prompt. So we could change that or do whatever we need to. So based on what you've shared, so here's the part where it kind of like reflects back everything it said. Does it sound accurate? Yes, it does. And then here's where it gets interesting, because usually when you would say yes to this question to booking an appointment via your system, it would send a link to your Calendly. Instead, what we could do, we could have this actually book a conversation naturally within the chat. So right here, so could you please tell me what time zone you're in so I could check some availability? Let's just say I'm in EST. And this is the real game changer when I show this to people, because it's like, there's not many things out there where you could do this over the conversation. So you don't even have to chat over text message. You could just automatically have this thing read your Google Calendar and then book these things for you. So let's do Wednesday is perfect. And then now it's just going to ask for email. What's your email? Because I want to show you the confirmation. And then boom, we'll book it right here. You'll be sent an email. And then I'll show you kind of. There we go. So that reads the Google Calendar we connect, and then it is able to see, okay, is there a time slot? Is this time slot available? And then it now sends that information, books it onto your calendar. So you would see this on your calendar now. As well as, let's go into the leads here, because this is where it gets pretty cool, is you could see here, I created these different custom forms for you.
Yeah.
And this is just a demo. Again, like I said, just a very basic demo, but you could come in and you could see exactly, okay, so this was the conversation we just had. What's your reason for moving? They don't like the neighbors. Are they interested in moving? Yes. What's the ideal scenario? Sell the home for 1.2 million, move to the Bahamas, win in the next month or two. So this information gets extracted via this conversation, and then this was then sent to your GoHighLevel. So you have all that information categorized for you. So so this is just a little bit of kind of what we could create for you. And this is something that you could easily sell to other people and have a dashboard exactly like this set up. And like, I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. Usually when I show this to people, it's pretty mind blowing. So that right there is kind of the beauty of this and what I would be able to, help you with. And it integrates perfectly and seamlessly with GHL, which is the great thing.
Okay. My thing is just kind of like getting them to book these appointments, like bringing ads in. Once I get the leads in, then the AI takes over, right?
Yeah.
And it's just a booking bot, basically.
Yes, it could be that. Or if you wanted to do different, if you wanted it to capture the information of the leads, that's something we could do as well. So even if you had like a landing page and you wanted them to interact with this chat bot over on this landing page, that's something we could do as well. That's totally up to you with how you want to manage your funnel and like how you would like to do this. Because a lot of the people I work with, they have existing leads, or like they have a form. Once they fill out the form, they're sent to GoHighLevel, and then it sends a trigger workflow to have this thing start. So we could kind of do it however you want it to be done.
Okay. Because I'm trying to think of the best way to get people involved, to get them on the point, because I ran ads on YouTube, and I had a couple of people who I ended up helping them because they saw my videos, and then they are ready to work. I'm just trying to think of how I can coordinate that into, once I get their info, name, number, email, then they can get some either a text from me or get what they were signing up for
Yeah.
and have the AI follow up.
So that'd just be through are you pretty familiar with GoHighLevel? Have you worked with it a
Yeah.
lot before? So that I think that'd just be through the workflows and the different triggers that you'd set up.
Okay.
I think you just have like a trigger, depending on exactly what you would want it to be. Because we could have this AI system work for anything over email, over, like I said, Facebook, text. It's just we have to set up the correct triggers for it to then be sent down that path, essentially. That's kind of the main thing. Because this thing could communicate however we'd like it to. It's just like, what's the trigger? Like they just respond to my second message and then I want them to be sent down this AI system or something. But yeah, that's just something we need to figure out.
Now, what would that look like? What do you typically do for like people that you work with, or like how does that go?
So as far as like the GoHighLevel, I'm not a GoHighLevel expert. That's one thing I like to, I make sure to put that out there. But when it comes to being able to build this system and then give you the access to the software and then connect it within your GoHighLevel, that's something I could do. But with you getting creative with these different triggers and these different workflows, that's probably something that you would need to do. But I could teach you how to connect this system to these different workflows, if that makes any sense at all.
So it'd be like a collaboration type of deal.
Yeah, right, exactly. So as far as like building out the AI, that's something I do. I mean, I just showed you a quick example of it, and it's something I could, build out pretty easily. So it would be a collaboration when we're talking in terms of me working with you as a realtor. But obviously, when you reached out to me, you want to do that, but you also want to be able to learn how to do this so you can sell to other people. So those are, two separate things. But I could do both of those for you.
Okay, I guess what would that look like? Bring people in as far as sales, because I don't have like a ton of sales.
Yeah.
And I want to use those ads to set me up, but I also want to be able to engage with my past clients and all that type of stuff too,
Right.
So what do you think I would need to do to start?
Let's see. So
Because the main thing I want to do right now is get my ads running to get new business flowing.
Yeah.
So I'll probably want to do two things. Start a campaign to get new ads in for first-time home sellers, and then re-engage my past clients for the new year to say, hey, it's a new year. Would you like me to put together a valuation of your property? And just get them to say yes and interact.
Right. I
So
see.
those would be the two things I want to do.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I think we'd have to set up like multiple workflows for that, right? Because obviously, like for existing people you already have, like to engage the leads you already have, we'd want to set up some system, and then what we could do is I could create a AI chatbot or an AI system for that specifically. So that way we could just like, keep that separate from the new leads that come in.
Okay.
That's probably how we'd have to do it. Because I see what you're saying. You don't want to be texting with your leads you've already, your past clients, and then they're like, oh, why is he asking me all these questions? Like, and it's automated with the AI. So we need to set up two different triggers and workflows for that.
Okay. I guess the biggest thing that I would need to do is put the campaign together and then have in that workflow, have it where the AI would fill in and have you fill in the spot. Is that it? Or
Yes. Yeah. If I understand what you're asking, yeah. So essentially, you'd have the campaign, they'd fill out a form, and then that form then triggers the AI system where they'd be sent down this path of like, asking all those questions that, I just showed you on that demo there.
Okay. So what I would need to build the funnel first and then call you to step in and fill in the gaps.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to start the campaign first. I could just set this up and then like we could test it out. Let's see. Let me see what you're trying to ask. Because you want to start a Facebook campaign, get these leads coming in. I could have it set up so that way once you launch the campaign, it's already ready to go. And then I just need to go into your GoHighLevel and then just like fix the trigger. So once this campaign, yeah. Um, so we don't necessarily, I don't have to necessarily wait until you know, launch your campaign, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because
Um,
ideally, we like to get this thing set up before you launch the campaign, so we know it works. And then
right.
you're like, okay, I rest assured, I know this is working well. Now we could send people to this
So
ad.
so all I have to do from here is bring you the campaign and then let you do your thing and then we launch the campaign. Then I have a little bit of work to do. I have the ads. I was actually running the ads and then my other account got shut down. But so I have the campaign just about ready.
Okay.
Just gotta so I have the campaign ready pretty much here. But I'd say I'm probably 60% done.
Cool.
So maybe I can hit you up in like a week. Maybe not even that. Maybe by Friday I can have it done.
Yeah, that sounds good. So as far as we'll obviously need to talk pricing, because obviously this is, you
Yeah,
know, all,
what do you do for pricing? Like how is it like super expensive or like
I mean, it's all kind of relative. So essentially, because we need to think about like there's two parts to this, right? There's a part where we set this up for you. And then you mentioned how you want to have like, you know, potentially like a video course where I walk you through like how I set all this up so then you could then sell it. So are you to start off, do you just want to have that first step of like me setting this up for you personally? And then after that, we could discuss like pricing to you know, for me to teach you how to do all of this
possibly because my biggest thing is I want to be the guy who practices what he preaches.
before you
Yeah,
pre.
before I lure any other people into it to know that
Okay.
it's working well. And then
Yeah.
from there, because the real estate industry is sort of weird, like it's all like old timers.
Yeah.
And when I'm bringing this in, it's got to make sense. And people know it exists, they just don't know how to use it yet.
Right.
And no one's willing to go head first into it, except me. I'm kind of crazy, but I think it can work, you know?
Yeah. It 100% can. I mean, over the years, I mean, it's going to be how everybody's going to be
Right.
interacting with, you know, services and, you know, how we're going to be
Yeah.
interacting with our leads. Um, cool. So yeah, I think it's best we keep it separate then. What we'll do is I'll give you a quote for just like me setting this up for you. So what that would be, so that'd be 1,500, and that's just a one-time fee,
Okay.
one-time setup fee. You don't have to worry about any monthly pricing or monthly fees or anything. And then that would be me setting up this AI system for you, plugging that into your GoHighLevel. And then as far, like I was saying, with the triggers and workflows and stuff, I might need to work with you a little bit to figure out exactly, you know, okay, so when do we want to send them down this workflow and when do we want to send them down this workflow? But that's all included, and that's something that I could work, you know, one-on-one with you with.
Okay. Um, 1,500 steep, but I like the main thing I'm looking at is I want to get my ads running so I can get leads in
Yeah.
because right now I don't, like I said, I don't have any leads really to
Right.
go after. So the big deal for me is how do I set this up to where I can get money coming in, and if it's paying for me, then paying you is no big deal because I'm making money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just don't, and I don't know what the return on investment is going to be either.
Right.
So that's the part that I'm like bouncing around. All right, well let's plan on Friday, so I can get this up and running, and then maybe you can look at it, maybe work with me on pricing if you can,
Okay.
and just kind of go from there.
Yeah. And I mean, I'll tell you what, if we need to, we could always set up like some sort of price payment plan where it's like half or even a quarter 1 month and then just like go that way.
Okay.
Where you do like 500 to start, I set it up. The only thing is like I with knowing that we have to set up multiple workflows, multiple triggers and stuff, I just know it's going to be at least a little bit of decent amount of work for me to set this up. That's
Okay.
why, you know, I quoted at the $1,500. But you know, like I said, maybe we could do some sort of payment plan where, you know, I split that up so that way you have a little bit more of a budget once you get the ads up and running and the campaign going, and then it just like, you know, we could, you know, figure out the remaining of the payment. Because I understand it's kind of a big investment and you want to see kind of what it could do before you hop all the way in.
Yeah, go all
Uh,
in. Yeah.
yeah, and I mean, just one thing to keep in mind too is, if this is something that you're looking forward to long term, not necessarily just for you as a realtor, but for other realtors, and you want to really learn how to build these systems out and how to sell it to other people, and that's like the route you want to go, then I think, this is, a pretty good route to go. Cause then, like I said, I'd be able to walk you through all of it, how you could set it up for other people, and then, you know, have your
Okay.
own side business there. So, but yeah, Friday sounds good.
And shoot me an email of what all I'll get, so that way at least I can see it in front of me
Yeah,
too.
a visual for sure.
But yeah,
Cool.
let's do Friday. If Friday afternoon, maybe between 1 and 3 Eastern,
Yeah, that's fine
somewhere
for
in there.
me. I'm PST, so
Oh, okay.
Friday I'll check my schedule, but yeah, I'll send you an email. I'll follow up with everything, letting you know
Okay.
everything you get, all that sort of stuff, and then
Okay.
we'll discuss booking in on Friday. Then
Okay. That
cool.
works. Thanks,
Well, I
Brock.
appreciate it,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Yeah, of course. I'm excited to hopefully work together. So
Yeah,
take
dude.
care.
I'm planning on Friday.
Cool. Let's do it.
Okay.
See ya.
All right. See
Hopefully
you.
your mouth feels better.
Thanks, man. Please. Right.
Yeah. See ya.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Okay, there we go. So didn't close, and it sounds like we're going to do a follow-up on Friday. So he has these campaigns, like these Facebook ad campaigns that he needs to start running. So I think he wants to finish the Facebook ad campaigns before, and then we would discuss, actually setting this thing up. So didn't close. We'll see. I have a little bit of confidence we could sell him just based on the fact that he wants to be able to sell this to other people. So he knows that he's going to have to put up at least a little bit of an investment, to be able to potentially have his own little side business where he sells people AI solutions. So we'll see when to take you on that call. And yeah. All right. So if you guys made it through that entire sales call, first of all, I really appreciate it. And I hope you got some value out of that. Obviously, you could see on this video, I document like sales calls, like completely raw sales calls like that. So of course I'm not a sales expert, and there's a bunch of things that I could fix, and it just wasn't perfect. And that's kind of the beauty of this YouTube channel. I want to be able to document all of this in a very raw and uncut way. So I hope you guys could appreciate that, but let me know, what did you guys think of that call? Obviously we did not lock in the deal, which kind of sucks, but he definitely sounds interested. It sounds like what he needs to do is he needs to actually go ahead and build out this like Facebook ads campaign in his GoHighLevel. Once that's built out, then I'm gonna hop in and then hopefully integrate this AI lead nurturing follow-up system into his GoHighLevel, so we could then deploy that for his campaign that he's actually looking to launch. So currently the weekend, texted him yesterday, I emailed him yesterday, which was Friday, and I have not heard back from him. So hopefully we'll hear back from him soon so we could actually go ahead and build this thing out for him. Obviously I pitched him for $1,500. I need to see kind of what his initial response is going to be. Potentially I might need to, lower the price just a little bit, or work with him on a monthly plan just to lock him in. So yeah, if you guys want to follow along and see if I actually lock this client in, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you are somebody that is running an AI automation agency and you want to learn exactly how I'm able to create this pitch that I pitched this client in this YouTube video, go ahead. There is a paid consulting call below in the description and in the comments. So if you want to hop on for an hour and have me walk you through all of this, so you could set this up for yourself and then go to other businesses and other people and sell this for your agency, feel free to book an hour-long consulting call with me below. But thank you guys so much for following along on my journey. I have some links below in the description. You could join my Discord. We've got about 2,000 people in there. It's all AI agency owners that are looking to connect and bounce ideas off each other. So that's a great place to be. But anyways, guys, I really appreciate you following along, and I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.